everybody, this is Seraphina with Divine Artemis Tarot. Today we're doing another pick a card, and this one is going to be about what makes you attractive. Let me hype you up, let me gas you up, and tell you what makes you attractive. For the pick a item, for the items, we have pink lip glosses or like lip products. I'm sorry if you don't like pink, but I hope a pile still resonates with you. I just felt like doing this. So for pile 1, we have the translucent pink Dragonade gloss. It is mango dragon fruit lemonade scented. Group 2, we have the, what is this called? The cherry pie gloss. It's, you can't really tell how hot pink it is right now because my lighting's not very good right now. But it is hot pink and it's cherry scented. Then we have the high heels gloss, which is a very bright pink. It's kind of giving like Barbie pink. Barbie pink high heels. I believe it's like rocket pop scented. Then we have the NYX lingerie XXL liquid lipstick in the shade Knockout. It's this one is giving like bimbo pink. It's kind of like that hot bright pink purple. And then for the last pile, we have this kind of muted pink clear but sparkly gloss in the shade New Year's Eve. Wow, my communication today. And the scent is champagne scented. So please pick your group. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to meditate and pick a group. And if you need any more time, please pause and meditate then. Okay, let's get into it for pile 1. Sorry, I had to put these piles like on top of each other because of this new little setup I've had. Okay, so pile 1, if you chose the mango dragon fruit lemonade lip gloss, this is your pile. All right, your introductory card for what makes you attractive is the rabbit card. You could be very nurturing. I feel like people could find you very cute. All right, rabbit. Afraid of everything, overwhelmed, frozen. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it so loudly, in fact, that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, most often about the future, and we become our own worst enemy. We spin up a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words, O rabbit, they shape your destiny. When in balance, sensitive problem solver, good listener. When out of balance, over explains, talks fast to bring into balance a day of silence. Okay. So that was an interesting card to get for this, but I feel like what makes you attractive could be, I feel like you're very cute and people find you very innocent, and you could just be like bubbly and a great listener. Somebody that people like to have as a friend. I feel like you might move fast with life. You might like get through things fast and people kind of like that about you. Like you're quick with things. You're also observant and careful. People can find that attractive about you. And I feel like you're nurturing. I feel like a lot of people like you. You could be a little pessimistic and worry a little too much, a little too anxious, but I think overall people like you, okay? Let's look more. I'm sorry, I didn't take this tarot deck out. Let's look more at what makes you attractive. What makes group 1 attractive? What makes group 1 attractive? The Nine of Cups, yes, very loving, nurturing. You could be a very abundant person, someone who really partakes in self-care, someone people love to be around. You are someone people love to be around. You could be like the life of the party, not necessarily in like a party animal way, but more of like you bring the party to life. Like you're fun and you're nice, really cool to hang out with. I feel like you're successful at most things you do. What makes group 1 attractive? I am not taking these two, but I'll take this one. Six of Pentacles, you're very giving. You're very selfless. Yes. Bubbly, selfless, very nice. You could be that person who like you worry and you're a little pessimistic with yourself, but with other people, you're very positive and you give them good energy and you give them hope and optimism, and it's just very beautiful, you know. But I hope that you're able to find optimism in your own life as well. What makes group 1 attractive? Makes group 1 attractive. Ooh. The Seven of Pentacles, yes, I feel like you're very successful. You could be someone who like knows what you want, you know your path. And people like that about you. I kind of get that with the quick fast thing. Like, you know who you are, you know what you want to do. You may worry about it a lot, but you get things done. You get things done. I feel like in your workplace, people respect you. They may think you can be too nice, but they respect you because you get stuff done and you're successful in what you get done. You could also be very consistent. You could talk fast. I kind of feel like I'm talking fast, and we got that with this rabbit card. You could be someone who talks fast and people can't even really keep up with you, and they feel like, wow, like that person is so ahead of me. That person is so farther in life or in this field than me. They feel like you're miles ahead of them, and that makes you very attractive. It makes you seem very successful, very confident. Yeah, like you know what you want. Yeah, I feel like you're very successful in work, or people can tell that you have a lot of potential to be successful or to be even more successful than you already are. Let me bring these cards here. What makes group 1 attractive? Destiny, yes, you know what you want, you know who you are, you know what you're meant to do on this earth. And if you're doing something that's supposed to help other people, if you do something like you're a teacher or a philanthropist, you work for a nonprofit, or you could be like a therapist, people really respect you for that, and it makes you attractive, how like you want to help other people or other beings. You could be a doctor, even like an animal doctor, someone who works to help people or animals, or educate people or animals, and people really like that you care so much. The amount that you care, and the amount of selflessness you have inside of you, and the amount that you give to the community or give to people is really attractive about you. You could be someone who volunteers a lot, or you're involved in the community. You may like host parties at your place. You may be a role model for the community. You could be involved in the church, or like after school programs at school. Sorry, something in my throat. Yes. Very beautiful. You know what I just heard? You don't know when to walk away. What? I don't know if that applies to you, but that doesn't really apply to this reading. You're so abundant. You're so beautiful. I feel like you could be a very emotionally balanced creature, very feminine, and people love that about you. People find that very attractive about you. Yeah, you could be very in touch with your feminine side, with the Moon, the Empress, and the Ace of Cups. Very in touch with your emotions. Someone who's like not afraid to show their inner emotions or who they really are, or talk about their problems. Again, like you may be a therapist, and so you help people work through their problems too. Or you could be Even if you're not like a licensed therapist, you could be a therapist for somebody in your life, like your best friend or something like that. People really love that about you. They find that attractive about you. This is definitely more about your personality, which I hope that you don't mind. What do people find attractive about group one? What's attractive about group one? You're competitive. I feel like you may be competitive, but at the same time, you root for everybody to be successful, but you're competitive, and that's what makes you so successful. You're willing to put the time and the work and the effort in really quickly. I think what I was getting with that you don't know how to walk away message is that a lot of narcissists or energy vampires could find you attractive because they feel like you're so giving and caring that you don't really know when to walk away from something toxic. So just be aware of that. But I feel like you could be competitive. You could be feisty when it comes to your success. Like you really want to be successful. Nothing wrong with that. You could also be very honest, and people really love your honesty. Any last things for what makes group one attractive? Knight of Wands. I want it. I got it. If you want something, you go for it. You go for it. You're not afraid to go for what you want, or to let people know, like, I want this position, I want this done, like, or I want this person, I want this successful relationship, this is what I want for my life. So yeah, any very last things that people find attractive about group one? Okay, group one, that's what makes you attractive. Thank you so much for watching this. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you liked this, if this gave you any clarity or helped you out at all, helped boost your confidence, yeah. I will see you later. Goodbye. Alrighty, group two. If you chose the cherry pie lip gloss, this is your group. Let's see your introductory card. Unicorn. You are a very unique person. Hard to find, a rare breed. I also feel like people find you very beautiful, but in a very unique way. Like you're very striking. You may have colored hair. You may wear a lot of bright clothes, or you have just like a very unique style. Excuse me, let me let my cat out. All right, so here's what the Animal Spirit Guidebook says about the unicorn card. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. It's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago. The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wandering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for the answers. The unicorn in the 6th chakra. It's no surprise the subtle essence of the unicorn card resides at the 3rd eye, the exact place from which the unicorn's horn extends. This center is called the Ajna chakra, or command center. The ancient yogis believed it to be responsible for our intellect, intuition, and deepest wisdom. Some say our 2 eyes see the past and present, while this 3rd eye peers into the future. Okay, so I'll tell you what. You could be very ethereal in energy or in looks. You could also be very spiritual or very religious, very connected to your higher self, very evolved, very enlightened, very connected to spirit, spirituality, things like that, very connected to nature. People just think you're really rare. Like, you don't find people like you a lot, you know? they could literally think like you're out of this world, like you are not from this planet. I feel like you captivate people. You're definitely also very attractive. You're the type of person who, like, people walk by you and they stop in their tracks when they see you, okay? And people, like, actually may be afraid to approach you because they're like, this is too good to be true. Or they're intimidated by you. You also could be very clairvoyant, very psychic, very intuitive, giving like the high priestess energy. What do people find attractive about group 2? Oh, I'm not taking any of these. You know your worth. You know your worth. You're not afraid to be alone. You're independent. You're not afraid to be alone. Ooh, yes. You are very, like, first of all, I feel like you know your worth. You are your own home. Like, you realize that no matter how far you run, you can never escape yourself. And so you have come to terms with yourself. I feel like you have a lot of self-love, and I feel like you're able to pause and reflect on situations and learn lessons that way. And you're really able to take those lessons to heart and follow them, and people really admire that about you. You could also be a very homely person, someone who has a lot of hobbies. You probably keep yourself busy. You may meditate, do yoga, things like that. You care about yourself. You practice self-care, but you also have hobbies and stuff like that. And yeah, and people really admire that about you. You're also very physically attractive. I feel like your hair and your eyes, specifically your eyes, like I feel like your eyes are really attractive. Your hair is eye-catching. You may dye your hair. We also have the Empress and the Moon energy. Yeah. You could embody like a dark feminine energy, like Lilith, you know, that kind of like seductive temptress, but like, you know your worth. Like, you're in tune with all sides and all types of yourself. You're in tune with your light side, your dark side, your feminine, your masculine. You got it all together, okay? You got it all together. I feel like spirit and your spirit guides and your higher self talk to you a lot. And you listen. You listen. You listen to your psyche and your intuition. What do people find attractive about group 2? What's attractive about group 2? Strength. You're a very strong person. You could be very resilient. Oh my gosh. You could have made it through a lot of things. You also know when to rest. You know when to take care of yourself. Yes, you know some very valuable lessons. Like, I feel like you know the path you're meant to be on, but you also realize that like there is strength in emotion and in rest and recuperating, and that like you don't have to grind and hustle all the time. I feel like you really realize that. You know a lot of lessons. You're very intelligent. What's attractive about group 2? Yep. The Wheel of Fortune came out. Yeah. Some people could think you're godly, like actually godly. They may think like you talk to God. Some people may call you a witch. People may call you a witch or think you're a witch because you're like magical, or you get what you want, or like some people could be scared of you, but a lot of people are enchanted by you. Enchanted. That's the word I'm getting. Enchanted. Page of Wands, yeah, people are attracted to you. I feel like you could have a lot of people like in your DMs, or a lot of people who come up to you, who want to be your friend, who want to date you. A lot of people who ask for your number or something like that. Maybe even in your workplace. That was random. But I feel like you're someone who, your energy is palpable. As soon as you walk into a room, people can feel your energy, and people are so drawn to this energy of yours. It is literally palpable. Like people choke on your energy. Hard to swallow in a good way. What's attractive about group 2? What's attractive about group 2? I am not taking all that. Okay, never mind. It's just 2 cards. You're patient. I feel like you trust in divine timing. You realize when things are for you, when they're not, when you need to let things go, if things will come back to you. You're patient. You know your path. You have direction. You have drive. Yes, I feel like you're very in tune with spirit or God or whatever you believe in. In fact, I feel like you could be an empath. You could be someone who does a lot of spiritual work and a lot of introspection. And I commend you for that because I'm getting an energy right now of just like tiredness and headaches. So I feel like you go through a lot and you put yourself through a lot, and that's why you need to rest and stuff. And people find that very attractive about you, that drive and that being in tune with God. Oh, trust me, that stuff is tiring, exhausting. So I feel you, hon. What do people find attractive about the moon? Yes, you're in touch with your dark side, your dark feminine, I'm getting. Like I was saying, that Lilith energy. You could work with deities a lot. Like gods and stuff like that. Yeah, like I said, people may think like you're out of this world. You could be really good at gardening. Like you could have a big green thumb. You are very good at bringing things to life and bringing things to light and unearthing things, whatever that means for you. I love you. I love your energy. Just like, it's amazing. Any last things that are attractive about? I feel like you carry a lot of weight. You do a lot. You do a lot for yourself. You could do a lot for the community as well, but you do a lot. You carry a lot of weight on your back. You could be someone who has lived a lot of lives. And so you're an old soul. You have a lot of wisdom. Yes. You have a lot of wisdom. You could have like the weight of the world on your back. It could feel like that sometimes, like just all the wisdom and all the knowledge and all the energy and all the like psychic and spiritual gifts you carry. It's a lot. It's a lot to handle. And people respect that from you, especially people who see that in you, people who are also spiritual and who can see that in you, who can feel that energy in you and connect to you through that. Ooh, they see like how hard you work and the load that you bear. So group 2, that is your reading for what makes you attractive. I hope that gave you some clarity, some confidence. If it did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It would help me out a lot. And yes, I will see you later. Goodbye, group 2. All right. Group 3. If you chose the high heels lip gloss, the rocket pop, bomb pop, I don't even know, scented lip gloss, this is your reading. So let's start out with your introductory card for what is attractive about you. So you have the moth card. This is very interesting. I'm getting a lot of this. For one thing, you're very beautiful. You're a very gorgeous creature. Like, and it's very interesting because this is a Luna moth on this card. Luna moth is like one of the most well-known moths. So you could be popular. A lot of people could like you. You could even be famous. Another thing is Luna moths, like literally their only goal in life is to reproduce. So you could be a very motherly figure whether literal or figurative, whether like you're a motherly figure to your friends and like any nieces or anything or people in your life, or whether you're literally a mother, or you're very fertile. Yeah, you have a light in you. You have a light in you that people are attracted to you. A hope, a positivity, yeah. Oh, wait, let me read your moth card. My bad. Moth. Impulsive, hasty, wishful. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. I feel like that's you, shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. When in balance, enthusiastic, whimsical. When out of balance, idealizes others, jittery. To bring into balance, finish our project. I feel like you have a maiden-like personality, like a whimsical, young, innocent almost energy about you. And a lot of people could see you, like people who rely on you, people around you, people in your family, in your inner circle, could see you as their light in the dark. I feel like you are someone people come to when they have problems, when they need to vent, when they need to get things off their chest, when they need life advice. You're a wise sage. What is attractive about group 3? 7 of Pentacles. I feel like you work hard. The 6 of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Anything that you put your mind to basically comes to fruition and is successful. If you want to start a business, your business turns out to be successful. If you want to go to school, like you end up getting A's or becoming like the what do they call it? Magnum cum laude? Yeah, like that. Or you end up being like the valedictorian or something like that. This is gonna sound a little weird, but I feel like you know how to allocate your resources well. Like you know how to balance your schedule and balance your time and balance your energy. Like you know not to give too much energy to certain people and certain things, and you know you have to keep some energy for yourself and for work. So I feel like that is really respectable about you. What is attractive? Oh. You have the 3 of Cups and the Knight of Cups. I feel like you are that person everyone wants, but no one can get. Like people can't keep you, or they can't keep your interest for long. That's actually very interesting with the moth energy. Like you're kind of on to the next thing because someone can't keep you, or everyone wants you, but no one can get you. Like no one actually interests you or picks your eye. And it's that like hard to get energy, that like high standard, high value energy that people find attractive. And I bet it drives some people crazy. They're like, ugh, like I can't get this person to love me. What's attractive about group 3? Yes, you have great judgment, great discernment, intuition. I feel like you really know when something is not serving you. You know when you need to go. Like that song by Taylor Swift, It's Time to Go. That's how you know it's time to go. Yeah. And I feel like that could be part of the reason you don't stay with people, because you see like early on, you see that it's not going to work out, or that this isn't the person for you. And that's very attractive about you. How you don't deal with tomfoolery. I'm using tomfoolery in the place of the F word. So, Knight of Wands to the 4 of Cups. I feel like people could be attracted to like how little you care about other people's opinions. How like you just do you. You just live your life. You don't really care about other people's opinions. You don't care what other people are gonna say. You don't care if someone doesn't like you. You don't care if someone tells you you're fat or you have acne or whatever. Not that any of those are true, but like you don't care Like, you're not going to be hurt by whatever judgments people throw at you. Okay, because you realize, like, that's petty BS, and it's not true. It's not true. So why should I be offended? Like, when you know yourself and when you know your worth and your value and you're confident, why would you be offended by some stupid little stuff like that? I feel like that's your energy. What's attractive about group 3? Your attitude. I just heard your attitude. Yeah, you're probably someone who doesn't take any BS, doesn't put up with BS. Like, you just don't have the time or the energy for that. Nine of Swords. You could be someone who knows how to cope. Yes, someone who knows how to cope well, especially with like stress, anxiety, depression, mental health issues, or problems going on in your life. You're someone who is able to cope really well. You might like channel your energy into like painting or something creative, or even work, but like, you know how to cope. People find that really attractive about you, how you can get through hard times and hard situations and hard like mental issues. Yeah. Any last things that are attractive about group 3? We have the 5 of Cups to the 5 of Swords. Yeah, you know when to cut people off. You know when to kick people out. And I feel like you're kind of easily able to make space in your heart and to clear people out because they're not for you or they're not good for you. I feel like you're also the type of person who, like, even if you turn your back on somebody, even if you realize somebody can't be in your life anymore, like, you still wish them the best. You may still check in on them every now and then, or like still send them good energy. Even if they're not for you, you realize they're bad for you, you still wish them the best. You're not petty. You're not jealous, you're not envious, you don't stoop to those levels. You're very mature. Very mature. That's what people find attractive about you. Any last things people find attractive about group 3? Group 3. Okay, group 3, that's what people find, that's what's attractive about you. I hope this gave you some confidence and clarity, and if it did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It will help me out a lot. I will see you guys later. Have a great day. Goodbye. All right, it's time for group 4. If you chose the, what is this? The Lingerie Double XL Knockout Liquid Lipstick, then this is your pile. I actually got 2 cards for you. So let's get your introductory messages about what's attractive about you. All right, we have the Phoenix and the Fire Ant. So for one, you're very fiery. Okay, both of these are fiery energy. You could also be, I feel like you've been through a lot of transformation, a lot of learning, a lot of hardship, but you're grateful for it because it's led you to where you are now, and you're better. You're in a great place. You realize you've learned so much from these hard times. I feel like you're also someone who is really about teamwork. You're really about community and coming together to help everyone. You could be very close to like your neighbors and stuff, and you want to see everyone thrive and flourish. You could be involved in a lot of community events. I feel like you're also very close to your family, and you help your family out a lot. Let's read these cards from the ooh, I just saw it. Where it at? Where it at? Fire Ant. Aggression, rigid thinking, following orders. Fire Ant energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire ant energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or situation, only making things worse. How can you break free from the drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. When in balance, thoughtful, disciplined. When out of balance, argues, excess heat, gossips. To bring into balance, solo time, walks at night. I feel like you could be a Scorpio. This is giving me very much Scorpio energy. So you could be a Scorpio, or you could embody that Scorpio energy. I feel like people could admire how fiery and passionate you get about things, but it's a double-edged sword, because you can get very passionate about people you love, but then when they hurt you or when they get hurt, you also get very angry, very petty. You want revenge, you want justice, stuff like that. So it's a double-edged sword. Like, people find it attractive about you, but people realize that, like, it's a pro and a con. All right, the Phoenix, freedom from suffering and past karma, reincarnation. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication, or tapas. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the Phoenix is lit and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the Phoenix lifts our spirits up and up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. The Phoenix in the first chakra. The ancient yogis believed that our heaviest karmas reside in the first chakra. This earthen center is also called Muladhara, or our root. The ascent of the Phoenix begins here, and as the entanglement of karmas is slowly burned, it rises from the ash towards the navel center. Again and again, it makes this journey from first to third chakra, purifying your essence, freeing us from the past. Yeah, I feel like you're someone who's able to walk away from the past. I feel like most of that was very self-explanatory, so I'm not really going to go into that. But what makes group 4 attractive? What makes group 4 attractive? I feel like you're decisive. You know what you want. You know what decisions to make. You know what's going to make you happy. You know what's going to make you mad. So you know what you want. You know who you want. You know who you're attracted to. You don't lead people on. You're blunt. You also tell the truth. You're blunt. You're honest. Maybe too honest, but still. Again, giving very much Scorpio energy. What is attractive about group 4? The Magician. You could be a witch. I'm getting specifically a chaos magician. You could use magic to help people around you or to help you transform. I feel like you're very powerful. You have a very powerful energy, and people can be intimidated by that, but it's also very attractive. It's one of those things that's like, you're too bright to stare at for too long, but people also can't look away. Very interesting. What makes the Queen of Pentacles? You a boss bee. You a boss bee. I don't know how to say it. You a bad bee. You a boss bee. You could run your own business. You could be learning. You could be in school, but like still working. And so people admire that about you, how you're able to like balance school and a job. Yeah, I feel like you know what you want. You have aspirations, and people admire that about you, how you have goals and aspirations. You could also be very successful, make a lot of money. I feel like you're one of those people who like, you know, you got your Birkin bag, your Louis Vuitton, your Gucci, you like your designer stuff, and certain people find that attractive because they feel like, oh, like they're expensive, you know, like they're flashy. So yeah, what makes group 4 attractive? Three of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Okay, I'm getting something very interesting. I feel like you're so fiery. You're so a Scorpio. You have to have Scorpio somewhere in your chart. People could be really attracted to you because you have a reputation for being a little freaky in the bedroom. Hashtag just saying, not my words. But yeah, I feel you could be polyamorous, or you could like orgies or threesomes. But yeah, people could be attracted to you because of that, because they think you're very freaky, you know, lady in the streets, freak in the sheets, or whatever your gender is. Yeah. I feel like you're also someone who is just very passionate and loving. You could be a very good lover. Yeah, I feel like people like that about you. You like, yeah. You're a very good lover, both emotionally and physically. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Good for you, though. You got people salivating over you. What makes group 4 attractive? You could also be very physically attractive. Like when people see you, they want to be physically intimate with you. So I feel like you have a nice body, a nice face. What makes group 4 attractive? 10 of Pentacles. You could have a big house. People could be attracted to your riches or how rich they think you're going to end up being. Yeah, with King of Pentacles, you could, you know what? You could either be like a breadwinner, like you make a lot of money, or you're going to make a lot of money because you're going into a profession where people make a lot of money, such as like a lawyer, a doctor, accounting, I don't know, an engineer or something. And so people could be attracted to that. Not gonna lie, like when people look at you, they see dollar signs. So people might be attracted to your money. They could also be attracted to the fact, like if you're dating someone with money, if you're like a sugar baby or something like that, people are attracted to how like you get all this stuff, you get all this good, all this lavish, expensive stuff. People are attracted to that, but be careful, because some of the people who are attracted to that are definitely attracted to you for the wrong reason. Like they want your money, they want your wealth. So just be careful with that. You could also have a very attractive family. Very interesting. Like a very attractive partner, very attractive children, very attractive sisters or brothers, siblings. What makes group 4 attractive? That scared me. What makes group 4 attractive? Knight of Wands. Yeah, you are fine. Hun, you are fine. You are fine. Okay? You could be in sex work. You could be like a porn star or a prostitute or have an OnlyFans. And so it contributes to like that freakiness, or you could just have a very good body. People could want to see like your nudes or your OnlyFans. People wish you had an OnlyFans, so that could be a money-making opportunity for you. Just keep that in mind. Yeah, so group 4, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed that and that gave you some clarity and some confidence. If it did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It would help me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. I will see you later. Have a great day. All right, group 5, last but not least, this is your reading. If you chose the New Year's Eve champagne scented pink sparkly gloss, this is your reading. So let's take a look at your introductory cards for what makes you attractive. You have the camel and the buffalo. Let's read about the camel and the buffalo. You could be very grounding, have a very nice earthly presence. Heavenly. You could be heavenly. You could be very innocent or angelic. Yeah, buffalo. Grounded yet heavenly. Practical yet spiritual. The hooves of the mighty buffalo are grounded in the earth, yet its heart and mind rise toward heaven. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time, and may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. When in balance, trusting pure presence. Yes, you're pure. Yep, I feel like people could like that about you. They think you're very pure. That could be weird, but I hope it's not. When out of balance, restless, lacks gratitude to bring into balance prayer and bhakti. You could be very spiritual, very religious, and people like that about you. You could seem very angelic, very connected to the angels. You could just have very angelic features. You could be a starseed. I didn't even read the camel. You could be a starseed. I'm kind of getting that. Like, what is it? Like a Palladian starseed or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know that much about starseeds, but you could be a starseed and people could be attracted to that. Oh, here we go. The camel. Resourceful, independent, knows oneself. The camel can handle absolutely anything as it carries a wealth of nourishment within. This wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenge with ease. Even in the face of excess heat, such as judgment or anger, the camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, fire and water, and being responsible for one's own reactions. The camel is a wonderful traveler and is especially fond of trips to faraway lands. When in balance, calm, content, sparkle in the eye. When out of balance, dehydrated, lacks vitality. To bring into balance, a pilgrimage. You could travel a lot. You could be foreign. Some people could be attractive to the fact that you're foreign or a person of color or ethnic. Yeah, because I know camels are in like Africa and the Middle East. And buffaloes, I'm pretty sure those are also in like Africa. I don't think you can find buffaloes in European or American nations. So yeah. People find you striking. Yeah, people find you striking physically. But also calming. You could be very calm and collected. And so you really help de-stress people or de-stress situations. You could be a mediator. Yeah, you could be a mediator. You could be someone who sees from both sides of problems. You see multiple perspectives, or you take multiple perspectives into account. And so people find that attractive about you. How you can be so understanding of other people, even when people think you shouldn't be. Whew, what makes group 5 attractive? What makes group 5 attractive? Page of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you are foreign or... Hey, sorry, I cut off there. But as I was saying, you could be foreign or ethnic, a person of color. Some people may like fetishize you in that way. That's not very good, but yeah. You could also be an herbalist. What makes group 5 attractive? What makes group 5 attractive? The 6 of Cups. I feel like you and your friend group, like the people who you choose to surround yourself with, could make you attractive. You choose to surround yourself with good. So yeah, I feel like the people and the energy that you surround yourself with could make you attractive. What makes group 5 attractive? The 3 of Wands. You could be someone who's always prepared or who plans things ahead of time. That could be very attractive. I feel like you're very organized. With the Ace of Wands, you could be like always starting something new, always onto something new, or very like up to date with the times. People may find that attractive. You could be someone who like always knows the news or always knows what's going on in the world. very interesting. What makes group 5 attractive? I feel like you don't entertain people. You don't let people in easily. It takes a lot for you to trust somebody, and that makes you attractive, how you like kind of keep your guard up and value yourself and don't let people in like that. You're someone who is also mysterious. People could think you keep a lot of secrets, or like they don't know much about you. You don't tell people a lot about yourself because you don't really trust people like that, except for the people you're very close to. What makes group 5 attractive? Eight of Swords to the Page of Wands. You know how to solve problems. You know how to get out of tight or sticky situations, bad situations. Yeah, you know how to get out. You know when to get out. I feel like you could trust your intelligence. It's not even necessarily intuition. It's just like your common sense and intelligence. What makes group 5 attractive? The Page of Pentacles. You could be someone with a lot of ideas, or who has a lot of skills. Okay, you could be someone who's like jack of all trades, master of none, but like you still know a lot, so people find that attractive in you. What do people find it? What's attractive about group 5? The happiness and the joy you bring to people around you. The people around you love you. I definitely get that. They think you bring them so much happiness and joy, and I feel like you lift a lot of weight off their shoulders. You could relieve a lot of their stress. You're someone who can be relied on. People feel like they can rely on you. You're not someone who's gonna make plans and then flake. You're someone who makes time for people. If you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it. If someone needs help, you're gonna help them. So you're very reliable like that. And so people like that in you as a friend or a partner or someone that they're around. What makes group 5 attractive? The world. You could be very worldly. I know I said you could be foreign, so you could have traveled a lot. You could know a lot about different cultures, or you could be from a lot of different cultures. People find that attractive if you like incorporate all of those cultures into your identity, into like your food, the food you make. That could be really attractive to people. Yeah, I feel like you're someone who likes to travel or who has traveled a lot. What's attractive about group 5? Ooh. 9 of Swords to the 2 of Swords. You don't stress about people. You don't really stress like that. You know that line from that Mona Leo song where she says, if you think I'm a sweat you, you out your effing mind. If you think I'm a sweat you, you out your mother effing mind. Yeah, so I feel like it's like that. Like, you're not going to sweat people. You're not going to stress about people, especially people that don't matter. And so I feel like that's why people like you, because you can stay calm in high stress situations too. I feel like you're someone people want to like wife up, whether or not you're a woman or a man or gender neutral. I'm just using the phrase wife up to get a point across. I feel like you're somebody, you may be kind of like the girl, the boy next door type thing, where like a lot of people could see themselves ending up with you. Like, you're the type of person they would want to take home to meet mama, you know. Yeah, I feel like you could have a lot of suitors, a lot of people who want to marry you. Put it on them, make them want to marry me. Yeah, a lot of people who want to marry you, a lot of people who want to settle down with you, who admire you, think you're very intelligent. But you're also someone who sees through BS. You see through BS. You see people's intentions. Any other things that make group 5 attractive? What makes group 5 attractive? The King of Cups. You could have a lot of heart. You could be very compassionate. You could be someone who loves animals or loves nature, and you care about nature. There are definitely things you care about. I feel like you could be an activist. You could be like someone who fights for equal rights. someone who fights against like animal abuse. Yeah, you could be like vegan, or a racial activist. You could be like you could be an ally in the LGBTQ plus community, or you could be in the LGBTQ plus community and you're fighting for rights. Yeah, and I feel like you're a fun person. I feel like people find you like a fun person. Yes, you're definitely a leader. You are a leader. You're someone like, this is weird that I'm getting this, but like in the event of a zombie apocalypse, you're the person people would want to be around. You're the person people would elect as the leader to make decisions for the group. Definitely, I'm very getting that. I'm very much getting that. People trust you. People around you trust you. Page of Wands. You could be a really good writer. You could be like you could be someone who writes poetry, or writes songs, and you're a really good writer, really good lyricist. If you play music or play an instrument, you're really good at that. Any last things that make group 5 attractive? All right, I think this is the last thing. Page of Cups. Did I say earlier like a young energy? Because I feel like you could have that young energy. People need to earn your love. People need to earn your love, and that makes you attractive, that you know your worth like that. That like you don't just let people in, you don't just let people like hit and quit, you don't just let people stomp all over you. Like people need to earn your trust. People need to earn your love. You could also be a very emotionally fulfilled, emotionally happy person. Yep, you could have a lot of friends, but like close friends, you know? Or a lot of people around you, a good amount of people around you who you trust and who trust you and who will vouch for you. People find that attractive, that like the people who like you, the people around you, the people you surround yourself with, they say nothing but good things about you. And you could also be someone that a lot of people want, and people find that attractive about you, that a lot of people want you. Ace of Swords. You could be a very honest person. And the Ace of Pentacles. Didn't I already say like you're someone who starts new things all the time? Like you always keep it new and fresh. Yeah. You could be someone who has a lot of hobbies. You might have a lot of like side hustles, side jobs, but like you're good at the things you do. Okay, group 5, I'm sorry I had to keep that short because my phone is running out of space, but that is your reading for what makes you attractive. If you would like me to do another one of these videos to make up for this one that I had to do less time on your reading, just let me know in the comments below. I hope this gave you some clarity and some confidence. If it did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It would help me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching. I gotta go. Have a great day. Goodbye.